We are millennials. We are the best.
Like, and I might have to go with her. I might have to go with her. Come on. Come on.
You can't compete. I think, first of all, like I said, it's gotten a little bit out of hand, but these wigs have come a long way. Like,
it was black. It was our culture. It's culture. Yep, it's appropriation. We set the tone,
and then
we set the waves.
Exactly. New. Anyway,
we were in the streets before the streets were in the streets. So wait a minute. Where are the new aunties? Get your kids outside. Like, make them go outside.
We say what we say. What up, y'all?
Hey.
Motha Knows.
Motha Knows.
We back.
Like we never left.
And we be knowing.
And we're always coming back. Okay?
And we be knowing.
And we be knowing.
And stay knowing.
And we share our knowing, right? Okay? All the time.
Yeah. But thanks again for tuning in. This week we are kind of segueing a little bit from last week's episode about millennials, because we are millennials. We are the best. Hands down.
We are the best. Every generation feels they're the best, right? We had comments like, like...
I appreciate the comments,
Gen X paved the way. Boomers paved the way. I mean, we get it. Y'all came before us, and we did learn from you, but I mean, millennials...
Yeah,
we're taking it to another level. So
as a compliment, y'all did what y'all had to do.
Exactly.
You put in us what you had to.
And we should be further ahead, right? Like it should be like, okay, well, they're next, so we want them to progress and to be a step further. So it's no shade. It's just what it is.
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, every generation wants to do better than the next.
Yeah, like Gen Z, they're probably gonna be like, girl, millennials.
And we say what we say. But off the heels of that, it kind of just got me nostalgic about, just being a millennial and how we grew up. We talked about the fact that we were the bridge.
Yeah.
Between the old school,
new school. Yeah.
Technology.
Exactly.
Everything, just heightened for us, I think, a bit. But just thinking about that just got me nostalgic. Like,
I mean, there's so many things, like dope, like really, really dope. Like even looking at, our kids and the kids that are being raised now, I look at them and I'm like, I just don't feel like y'all are getting the essence of everything that we experienced in the 80s and 90s. Like 80s and 90s were pivotal.
Yeah.
And ushering this new age,
Yeah. And when they say 80s babies, 90s raised, like hands down, we had the experience. And then
down.
80s baby, 90s raised, and then we ushered in the 2000s.
Like early 2000s. Okay, so 1999 to 2000 was like
pivotal.
Yeah. Right? Baggy white tees, baggy jeans, like fitteds everywhere, and then moving into now what we see of like...
Did you say jersey dresses?
Jersey dresses. No, I had me a jersey dress. Okay, so my homecoming, I think it was freshman year. So again, like that's early 2000.
I wanted that thing so bad.
It was bomb.
Yeah.
I think okay, we're not gonna go into like what it was. I think it was the Kings. It was black, purple.
The Sixers, no?
No, I had Kings.
Okay.
Yep. Because I like the colors. But yeah, jersey dresses. Remember Maya? So Maya came out with Jay-Z, Carolina Blue Kicks hottest, right? And so jersey dress, I was like, I gotta have it. Early 2000s, 2002.
Yeah.
Yes, 2002. Had my jersey dress, had it fitted, wore it to homecoming. Everybody loved the jersey dresses. Like me and my crew, like we all had a jersey dress. Different jerseys, different team. And we were bad, like for real. So I mean, just the things that like we thought of doing, fashion wise. So let's bring it back. Okay.
Yeah, we dove in because it's so easy.
We got to scale it back,
But I think we want to go to the beginning.
Yeah, we got to go to the beginning.
How we like really kind of ushered in. We were ushered in, and I think talking about the fact that we were like the generation that really still went outside.
Yeah.
Got fresh air. Played, and Lord knows, mommy probably ain't know half the places we went.
So let's talk about outside, right? Because outside was like on a daily risking your life. Like first of all, bikes, down hills, no helmet, no hands. I'm standing up on the pedals. I might jump up on the seat real quick and come back down. Somebody's on the back with me, like flying, right?
Exactly.
So then on the bikes again, like we're 10 miles from home, like no cell phone,
wandering,
no way for mommy to check in with us, like
going.
Exactly,
just an adventure,
just literally risking our life.
Life was a Rugrats adventure.
It was. Rugrats. Yeah. So okay, so but we know we had to like be in the house, lights on, street lights come on, you're in the house. Right, so we knew like, okay, mom doesn't know, like we're pretty far away from home on these bikes, right? But we know to be back home when that light come back on, you know. So, but it taught us time management. It taught us responsibility. Like we knew we had to keep ourselves alive.
Yeah, but it also taught us too to pick your friends wisely. Like we knew who we could depend on. We knew who we were rocking with. Like we were raised pretty much the same.
And stranger danger, right? So remember, like the whole like creepy white van started to like be a conversation. Like if you see any white vans, if any car stops beside you, don't. Right. You know, like pedal away as fast as you can.
I do not want your cookies.
I don't want your candy. You're not my uncle. Like
my mother did not tell you to come.
So we really had to like fend for ourselves in a lot of ways. And so that made us, again, the generation that we are today, right? Tougher, we're savvy. Mm-hmm. Mentally, we know how to navigate, how to maneuver, like all of those things, right? So, yeah.
We're just problem solvers.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we don't shy away from something comes our way. Figure it out.
Figure it out. You know? Because while we in the woods, swinging off of this rope from a tree.
Like swinging off of a rope.
Over creeks.
Like if that rope would have snapped off that tree, one of us might not have been here today.
Right. So we had to take care of ourselves, like out in the streets. Yeah. And we were in the streets before the streets were in the streets. Like we were really in the streets. Right.
Like today's in the
you gotta give credit where it's due. Right. It's like you going to the club. Right. Like you're not in the streets. We were in the streets.
Literally.
Yeah. Yep. And then like fashion, right?
Ooh, fashion.
I mean, we can talk about fashion, 80s and 90s. Let's start with 80s.
Time, hair, the color, the boldness, you know.
The hairstyles. Like the asymmetrical cuts.
Oh, yeah.
The French rolls.
And Lord knows, y'all, I was 5 years old and wanted me a French roll. Like, I needed a French roll. That would have sealed my life if I had a French roll.
And I didn't get my first French roll until 13 for my debutante ball.
Yeah.
And you could, like, I had my little side swoop bang. My little stiff side swoop bang with my French roll, and you could not tell me anything.
Anytime back in the day you had a slick down.
I mean, like, okay, so can we bring it back to the spritz, right? So I believe she gelled it. First of all, she straightened it, gelled it, spritzed it, all of that.
All of it.
And so nothing was moving that night. There was not a hair out of place. Do you hear me?
Not one.
Nothing out of place. Not one straight. We gotta bring that back, because I'm thinking now, I'm like, I do my daughter's hair. I have a 10 and a 2-year-old. 2-year-old, she's a little bit too young, but my 10-year-old, like, I might throw some Vaseline on there, but Blue Magic.
Oh yeah,
I need Blue Magic in my cupboard. Like I need.
Shout out to Blue Magic. It held us down.
Blue Magic held us down. I wonder if they probably do, but I wonder if like the young 20-year-olds know about Blue Magic, because
that held us down.
If you don't, Blue Magic will change your life. Like seriously.
I think it might have been Twitter, but she was like, I don't know. All these naturalists out there, I do not care. I'm going back to Blue Magic.
And I might have to go with her. I might have to go with her.
I don't care if it has petroleum in it.
I think I'm going to go with her, yeah, because it did what it needed to do. Like, I'm here with my natural products. I love them. But sometimes you just need that extra hold. Like, you need that, that product.
Okay, so we talked about, the French roll. Mm-hmm. But can we, like, the doobie wrap?
Ooh.
Anytime you could wrap your hair
and comb it down.
That first comb down when it just.
But you know what?
It frames your face.
I think we've lost the art of when you combed it down. It had like a little a curve to it.
A doobie.
A doobie, right? That's why it's called a doobie.
That's the doobie.
But now it's like the silk press, and it got to be bone straight. And bring the doobie back, okay? Like that sets us apart. Yeah. We know we can do bone straight, but we need the doobie.
Yes.
Yeah. And Aaliyah, shout out to Aaliyah, because Aaliyah,
she rocked that thing.
Aaliyah, I was her for Halloween one year, and I was like, I need my bandana. Yeah. I need the doobie.
And it needs to sit.
Exactly.
Like framed. It was
so yeah. And so doobies. Also, too, I know we have like the generation now of baby hairs, right? Like baby hairs have become an art.
You know how I feel about baby hairs.
I know how you feel about it. Now, I'm gonna be honest and tell y'all, like my little round the way, my little inside of me around the way self. I love me a good laid baby hair, and God didn't bless me with the thickest of edges. I had really fine hair, right? So He knew, like if I had the edges that I need to have for that slick, every day, baby. Like those baby hairs are laid.
I will say the 80s, 90s baby hair.
Come on,
down.
Come on.
Can't be. You can't compete.
You can't compete.
Nowadays, it's getting out of hand. Like the big baby hair. I think that's what they call it now. I actually saw.
They call it big baby hair.
Oh, I love the big baby hairs.
So yeah,
like
ours were.
Why is it touching your eye?
Why is it touching your eyebrow? Like, that's not supposed to happen. Number one, that's not supposed to happen.
They like it though. Like,
I can't stand it.
That's the goal they're achieving.
But yeah, the 80s, 90s baby hairs, like, it was just a natural, perfect little, swoop. And
shouts out to the finger waves.
But I gotta shout out first on these baby hairs. We're gonna get to the finger waves. I have to shout out Auntie Sue, because Auntie Sue, my Aunt Sue, let me tell y'all, she's the reason I love baby hairs to this day. Like, the way she would get them baby hairs right and then slip that ponytail back and have her ponytail hanging, I mean, like her little bundle ponytail hanging down, like Auntie Sue was like, she walked so y'all could run. I'm gonna be honest.
No, for real. Like, I just remember being a young kid
and watching her
in the mirror with
the comb, the rat tooth comb.
I'd be sitting there, it'd be like that one baby hair you think she forgot. I used to not play about her baby hair.
But so I'm surprised, because you would literally sit there mesmerized and watch her do her hair, and you don't like them.
I think, first of all, like I said, it's gotten a little bit out of hand. But secondly, I've embraced the fact that I just like how my hair lays. I don't need it
because she got the edges.
No,
she got the edges for them to lay.
I just want it to lay naturally. How God bless me.
Ariel throw some little juices and berries and tie it down. And swear she don't have the edges to do what it needs to do.
Anyway, my point being, I love how God has created our hair, and it don't have to lay.
It doesn't, but I feel like black people look at hair like art. It's not that back in the day, right?
Well,
okay,
for me, the art is how it naturally lay.
Because we do know we came from a mindset where we felt like the straighter your hair, the better it was, or the prettier, the good hair, right? Good hair. I think it's navigated from that to hair being an art. Hair is art. And so when I look at the young girls today, granted, they take it a little bit, a couple of steps too far with the edges on the eyebrow, but I think they look at it like art.
I can appreciate that, but my position.
She said what she said, okay. Right. Anyway, child.
Insert Nene. I said what I said.
What else you got to say then? With your crimps. Finger waves.
And crimps, yes.
Finger waves.
Just one time for the, like I said, I was 5 years old, and to this day, I can just remember seeing girls, especially Essence, our cousin
Essence, y'all. She had like the thickest,
most beautiful hair.
Most beautiful hair.
Finger waves, but it'd be down in the back. It'd be like the finger waves up into the half bum,
yes, and then from the middle.
You hear me?
We couldn't wear it today, but it was bomb back in the day. Because all I'm getting is mullet now, but it was bomb back then.
And I swore up and down I was gonna get that hairstyle, and then by the time I was old enough,
you're like, I'm not doing that. Not doing it. Cute. But I did have crimps in my senior picture. Granted, it was like the more modern crimps. Like I had me a couple of bundles, up in there. 30 wasn't a 30-inch bust down, but a little 22, crimped it on down, and I thought I was cute.
Yeah, but that's what we equated to today. Like, we're excited about these hairstyles, and when we were little, the way the girls today are like that 30-inch bundles bust down, the way they go crazy over it, that's how we were about all these
them lace fronts. Let me tell you.
Because they go crazy over a good lace front.
Right, but that was the equivalent of us, like back in the day, like a good hair girl, finger wave, crimp, everything.
Like, shouts out to stylists today, because these wigs have come a long way. A long way.
They have.
They used to literally be the auntie wig. Like, nobody wanted to wear a wig, and now they just look so good.
Yeah. Again, art. Like, we've elevated the art, and I will say, younger generation, they're elevating the art, right? So they're pushing the envelope and taking it further.
Give kudos to the other generation.
Yeah. Because some days I'm like, do I want a wig?
I want a wig.
I do, but I know I would put it on, and like 2 days later I'd be like, please take it off.
Why do I have this wig on? But I do want a wig. I just want to, have something that I can just.
I could do a U part.
On. I probably think I have to do a U part to get comfortable and have a full wig, but I do want to transition
into full. Okay.
Throw my wig.
Any hairstylists out there,
my Patty or whatever I'm gonna call it.
It has to have a name.
Throw my Becky.
Yeah.
Throw my
not Becky.
Throw my Nastasha.
Yeah, Stella.
My Tasha. My Beyonce. Whatever.
Yep, okay.
You know, I'm just throwing out names at this point.
I can't think of any good ones.
I threw out Becky and I saw Amber like,
not Becky. Definitely not Becky.
We're not doing Becky.
But yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, good time. And we have to. Okay, we can't forget the Jerry curl.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Jerry curl.
I think the Jerry curl walk so the wash and go could run, right? Like Jerry curl was there for us with the product, with the drip. Mommy, I will say, my mom had one. Y'all moms did too. Don't judge.
My mother had a Jerry curl.
Her Jerry curl was bomb though. Like I can show y'all pictures.
Jerry curly.
It didn't. It looked Indianish. Like I got Indian in my family.
No, that's ignorant. And I am not co-signing that.
Got a little Indian. I'm not doing with y'all. But yeah, mommy, your Jerry curl did look good. Like, you know, so again, wash and goes now.
Yeah.
Y'all got to lean into the generation that 80s, 90s.
Right. We paved the way. But I think what's dope about this that we're talking about, because we're talking about baby hairs, a lot of this stuff is cyclical. It comes
facts. It comes back around.
I don't know if the finger wave is going to come back around. I don't know if the French roll is going to make a comeback. But
but I could see somebody really freaking a French roll.
You know what?
Finger waves did come back. They have come back.
Yeah, well, like the short hair.
Yeah, the short hair finger wave. Yeah. Right. Yeah, we've seen it come back and it looks good.
Ruchi just had.
She did. Didn't Coi Leray, she had finger waves too? Am I making that up? I feel like she had them.
I'm sure she killed it.
Yeah. So, I mean.
But yeah, I was going to say, you know, I could see someone like a Kelly Rowland or.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I gotta say, a Kim Kardashian coming out with a French roll and all the people going crazy.
I can't give you Kim.
I know, but like, all the people going crazy like she originated it, you know. But it's a cyclical thing, so you know things just.
She would try it. That's what I'm stuck with it.
I know. That's what I take.
She would try it.
Things come back around.
They do, because when you look at like clothes, for instance, right, like the color blocking that we did, the like the monotones, all of that is coming back now. The bamboo earrings that used to be ghetto.
These 2 pair.
Gotta have a nameplate. Right. Okay, like all of that stuff is coming back, and now it's kind of like high fashion. But back in the day, like that was our culture.
And it's urban. I'm gonna need all the ignorance out there to stop saying ghetto.
Oh, but it's not ghetto anymore.
Well, back in the day is what I mean.
Yeah,
you know,
right?
Like
it was black. It was our culture.
Don't move up off our culture.
Right, exactly.
Stop being vultures.
I ain't gonna say her name, but the one you mentioned earlier.
I said, let her come around though. But that's just culture. It's
culture. Yep, it's appropriation. It's how it works. We set the tone, and then we set the waves.
Onto it.
Exactly.
New boxer braids,
long fingernails, right? Like our fingernails again. Like we took it. Wait, boxer braids?
Yeah. Kim tried to call them boxer braids. Cornrows.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. But hair. We got hair out the way, but
clothes.
Yeah, clothes.
Like, remember how, so growing up, baggy was in.
Oh, yeah.
Even for girls, like, I think it was just more of like a natural look, right? So everything wasn't skin tight. We could move. We could dance.
All I see is Aaliyah when I think baggy.
Oh, yeah.
You know who did it, right?
Yeah, like, I wanted to be, growing up. Like, I wanted to dress like her. Brandy, Monica. Yeah.
All did the, like, baggy, the TLC.
Yeah, TLC, and then like even TV, like Sister, like T and Tamara, they would always have like a cute little baggy jean with like a little cute crop top to the top. Yep.
And maybe a shirt over top of it.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna go back to like the ultra baggy white tees, basketball jerseys.
Baggy is making a comeback, but the cargo.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. They are making a comeback, but I haven't seen them make a comeback for men though.
No, not
and I feel like it could a little bit. Yeah, like we don't need skinny jeans,
but we also don't need it down to your.
No, we don't. No, we don't need no sag. We don't need sagging. Right? Like that was just always lame. It was culture. It was trendy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even denim, like denim is like the denim overcoats, like everything denim, like that. That, like you said, it cycles.
I would love to see like the starter jacket come back.
Oh, girl, a good windbreaker, a good cute windbreaker.
You couldn't tell me nothing when I put on my starter jacket.
You had Carolina, right?
Carolina all day. Don't play with it.
And the puff, remember the puff coats?
Yes, the puff coat, and that's kind of
coming back too. Yeah, like they have like the crop ones. I think those are making
the drawstring.
Yeah, the drawstring, which is cute. No drawstring. It hung and it was there.
Shaped puff coat, you know.
The feathers used to come out of it. Remember that? Like when it was like a little bit old, you know. Like that was your cue. It's time to get another one. Yeah. But to your point, windbreakers. I gotta find me a cute windbreaker.
It was called the down jacket, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Was that the girl? Like, I need me a down jacket.
That'd be cute.
A down feather jacket. It was something like that. I'm it's coming back to me. But that, yeah. So I mean, the fashion in the 90s was dope.
Yeah. You know? What I will say is, okay, because as you brought up down jacket, I was like, the other day I told myself, do I want a pair of Timbs? Because I wasn't really I wasn't into Timbs like in that era when they were like really, really, really popular. I just felt like they looked big on my foot.
I mean, I into them, but they definitely look big on my foot. I got big.
But I was like, I think I might get me a pair, you know, like, so saying that, I feel like I want us now to think of black designers that can create, you know, the looks and, you know, what we need for ourselves, our culture, so we can circulate that out and build that up. Because a lot of times,
it's a good era for black designers, like the Sean John,
true,
Carl Kanai, Fubu,
yeah,
and no better brand than Fubu for us by us, you know. Mm-hmm. So Baby Fat, because Baby Fat was.
Let me tell you something. I was this close to getting the Baby Fat cat tattooed.
And I talk her out of this.
Literally, freshman year in college. This close to getting that cat tattooed.
I was like, Amber, you do not want that cat tattooed.
I would have hated that cat.
You would have hated it. And I'm so glad I talked you out of this.
I was going to get, it was either that one and, okay, I'll keep that other one because y'all going to take it the wrong way. But yeah, that cat was about to be on me.
I looked at her like, you do not want that cat on your body.
I'm so glad I didn't do it. But shout out to Baby Fat though.
Since there's like a in the wind,
impulsive, like in the moment, I think I'm feeling this.
I'm such a type A person. I was looking at her like, you do not want that tattoo.
God spoke that day, like, nah, you don't want to do that.
God through me.
That's why you have sisters, you know. Thank you. I appreciate it, Lord. Right, I appreciate it, and I listen.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit, I hear you.
All right, so we got fashion. What about the TV?
Oh yeah, Friday night was a big deal. Like TGIF.
Yeah.
That was a whole. TGIF is a hashtag now. It was a whole experience in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. Like at home by 7:00. Showers out the way. We've ordered pizza from Pizza Hut
because it's coming on at 8:00.
At 8:00, every single show. 8:00, 8:30. Like it's all coming on. Mm-hmm. Didn't have DVR, so if you're not in front of the TV,
you're gonna miss it.
You're gonna miss it.
People gonna be at school the next day talking about it.
Talking about the episode. You done missed out. Like, when is the rerun coming on? You don't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Huge experience. Also, too, commercials. We had to sit through commercials.
Yeah.
Like, now, everything is just instant gratification now. It is. And I do kind of appreciate it because I hate commercials with everything in me. I can't stand commercials.
I appreciate like a whole season dropping. And
what? The whole season?
Wait till the next week. You could just watch.
Right, like one episode the next week. Okay, let's see how this gonna build up.
Right.
But it taught us to appreciate the moment, to have patience and wait. The
anticipation of it all.
To be a dedicated fan.
Yeah.
You know, like we can run down the shows.
Yeah, like you said, it's such an instant gratification time now that like even the ratings reflect it. Like we just our attention span is like that. Mm-hmm. So it's like we're in it 1 minute and then something else come out and we like, all right, bye. We got Family Matters.
Yep.
We got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yep.
Step by Step.
Yep.
What else?
Cosby.
The Cosby Show.
Different World. Living Single. Yeah. Martin.
Can't forget Martin. That's like
classic.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Kelly Kapowski and Lisa. But
Lisa, like for black girls in our era was it. Hair stayed on point.
Bday.
Outfits, like she was the rich black girl at the school. Like parents had money. Her outfits were on point. Designer, everything. Like Lisa was it.
Lisa did it for us.
She did, and I mean, was such a natural beauty, right? Yeah. So when you saw black girls like her on TV and what they represented and what that era represented, like the natural beat, right? So we like to say beat, the natural beat that they had. Like they didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
And maybe because we didn't have a whole lot, but they looked phenomenal. You know, like the natural makeups, the just everything was natural.
Everything.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like the Parenthood.
Yep.
In the House with Ella Cool J. Those girls were just beautiful and just melanin rich and gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what I loved about like those shows that we're calling out too, it was like a strong family unit, right? So dad was in the home, mom was in the home. They spent time as a family.
Saw them working together.
Like, yeah, you saw them working together. And then again, to think about like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? Uncle Phil, Aunt Viv, okay? Like, they're doing their thing out in, you know.
I love that dynamic because it happened a lot in black families. Like, you know, cousins coming to stay.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Because we personally had that experience. Right. Cousins coming to stay, right? You know? Sibling, you know? Yeah, because cousins, right, like you just said, like, that's like siblings. Like, if y'all need it and we got it, then it's yours. So
you know that on TV, even though they lived in Bel Air and, you know, we couldn't identify with that house, we could identify with the dynamic.
Or the funds.
Right.
Or the privilege.
Any of it. But I did relate to the family dynamics because when, what's her name? Jennifer Lewis? That was the sister. Or Fresh Prince.
And we all had that aunt.
We had that aunt.
Everyone has the Jennifer Lewis aunt that is going to come into your house. Loud. She going to tell everybody how she feeling, however it come out. Like, we all had that aunt. Yeah, so I love that they did keep that, like, dynamic where, okay, we might be new money, but we ain't too new, right, to remember where we came from.
And even dealing with those topics of, like, when Will went back, or when Will's friend, who was Tyra Banks, his childhood friend, came, he was like, you kind of different. Yeah. You know, like, dealing with those topics of how you change, you know, moving in different spaces.
Exactly.
It was dope.
Yeah. And, I mean, Cosby's was just, like, that was just premiere TV. Just premiere
like,
TV.
That was just, like, Felicia Rashad. She is, like...
all-time classic beauty. Like, Auntie Felicia, don't ever come for her.
Don't come for her. Because we will come for her. The whole community.
Whole community will drag you. Black Twitter, get them. You know?
Do not play with her.
For real.
That's Auntie.
That's Auntie.
Yeah. And her sister, Debbie Allen, who was very instrumental on A Different
World. Yep. But
it's just like those shows really were like rich, you know? I think nowadays, because we're in such an instant gratification era, you know, you don't have the scripted shows where they took the time to cast, time to see what worked, what kind of chemistry all had, you know?
Yeah.
So quick.
I mean, because reality TV, you know, it's
streaming
and streaming.
So even the scripted shows are like they throwing them out there and they giving you a whole season in one day, so you could, you know, binge it. But like, there's something to be said about those shows where they really took the time to nurture the character. Yeah,
I didn't realize how much, like, it shaped me, you know, like, growing up and just influenced me. But A Different World and just my choice to go to an HBCU. Shout out to the best HBCU in the land, North Carolina A&T State University, Aggie Pride.
And I would be remiss.
Gotta do it.
I would be remiss if I didn't say NCCU.
Okay, well, shout out to Eagles. Because all HBCUs matter.
Yes.
All HBCUs matter.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think hands down we had the best experience, and I think too because we're the gap, the bridge. We've experienced both, so we have the best of both worlds.
We had you better be in front of that TV.
Right, in front.
And now we can stream.
And even before being in front of the TV, when it was a luxury, you know. Before then, we had grandma's TV
and cable. Remember cable? Remember when cable came on? Like, MTV, BET?
Antenna to make sure that the picture was there. You know, we had all of that.
Listen, Struggle City, okay?
Putting some tinfoil on that
thing. The big wooden box TV, like, reeled it on into the room.
And that thing was heavy.
Okay? Now you got the little thin TVs that you can just carry. Like, we couldn't do that. So yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
Can we talk about the fact that we were like 5 and 6 and 7 watching 90210 and Noah's Place
and Grandma's Stories, Guiding Light, Young and the Restless. Oh, what? She slept with who? She slept with whose husband?
Because when Kelly slept with Brendan,
let me tell you,
and Brenda found out.
Shut the world down! Stop playing with me.
Everybody was like,
"Stop! No. You can't trust these girls. You can't trust these girls around your man."
They were best friends
at 8 and 9.
And she did her dirty at 8 and 9. We were like, "Yo, she did her dirty."
That's why you can't trust these girls.
Rock with Kelly, you know.
Get her dirty.
And then Melrose Place. What was her name? I think Kimberly Shaw. She burned herself up and came back to life. And we were like,
I don't remember that.
All of our mouths were like,
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember when she came back and the side of her face was burnt? That episode was good, child.
Just teaching us tragedy, just traumatizing us. Just
we were like 7, 8, 9. In front of that TV, like, no, she did not.
Right. Go rushing home to watch stories.
And just can we go back to first and foremost? We touched on music a little bit, but can we touch?
I knew you were going here.
Can we touch on?
We got to.
Why were we
5, 6, 7?
Why were we weak in the knees at 5, 6, and 7? Why were we? I get so
weak in the knees. I can't like. Who making you weak?
You is understanding for what?
Right. What your favorite snack is? Like what do we understand? Jodeci,
girl,
Jodeci. Like we were singing things from Jodeci that we should not be repeating.
Singing.
Yeah. In the car with mommy, like we all just rocking. Yep. But I mean, we will say the music today is 10 times worse.
10 times worse. But I think every generation goes through that.
That's true.
There's change, and it seems very drastic. Now I'm gonna say this change is drastic.
It's like
WAP
everything. Pound Town.
Right.
Man,
it's drastic.
Man, what?
I think we gonna sound like aunties here.
Hey, we remember the other day we said, wait a minute. Where the new aunties? Like we're literally the new aunties.
Like, boo, we're the new aunties.
It is what it is.
It is.
So leave that music alone. They ain't talking about nothing good.
Right.
Pound Town, girl.
But it do got a good beat to it. I will.
In the car, snapping your finger to nothing you can't relate to.
Right.
Maybe I mean, you grown. You getting grown.
I do some things.
Lord.
Before we get out of here.
Okay.
Birthday parties and just the experience of it not being too much.
Yeah.
Not putting too much on it. Like nowadays, you gotta have the.
I talked to my
photo booth. You gotta have the DJ. Back in the day.
I talked to my colleague for her 1-year-old son's birthday party.
Oh God.
Bouncy house, customized Mickey Mouse cupcakes.
Because that baby ain't gonna remember none of that. And the parties really be for the adults.
None of it.
Yeah.
Like she had so many like customized foods and experiences and drinks, and I'm like, is it for the baby or you? Like he's not gonna remember anything.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But no, a good sheet cake.
Listen.
We got
cupcakes. You better get a good cake.
What was the drink mix? It was like ginger ale.
We still do that.
A little bit of sherbet.
We still will do that drink mix. Give me some ginger ale and some fruit punch and some a little bit of grenadine or whatever, and shake it up and let's go.
But when they threw that sherbet in that drink,
yeah,
that thing was good.
That thing was good.
It was good.
The playhouses that you did say McDonald's, Burger King had, was it McDonald's or Burger King had like the big metal, I don't know what it was called. It was McDonald's.
Spin.
Yeah.
And you held on. Right.
All you needed was cake and ice cream. And some hats.
The extravagant birthday was Chuck E. Cheese.
Listen, okay?
And Chuck E. Cheese did its thing.
Chuck E. Cheese did.
With them creepy
them creepy animals just robot and right.
Just creepy.
But for real, Chuck E. Cheese is still fun because I took my kids there a few years ago and I was like, Chuck E. Cheese, you still got it.
Okay.
Pizza's good, get your tokens, y'all go play. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a good time.
Yeah. I think for us, the takeaway just is like really our childhood was magical.
It was like I just feel like I'm glad you said that. I feel like the magic of it is diminishing a little bit because of you have all these electronics and gadgets and kids are literally like this on the weekends. They're like this, or they're in front of their TV or their games. We had Nintendo,
right?
Okay. Right.
And I know y'all know that.
Got to know that. Maybe a little Sega Genesis, like, right. So.
And we thought we did something when they had that running pad. Remember that?
Oh, girl.
Or the
gun? The ducks? Yeah. Yeah. It's like we didn't have all of the options. And so we were in our imagination. Like we were just creating like experiences. So I just feel like you said, like the magic is kind of diminishing a little bit.
It is, but I feel like also too we are raising a generation where it's up to us.
That's true. Because I tell my kids, go outside, go play.
The beauty of it.
So please get your kids outside. Like, make them go outside. They should not be in front of the TV all day, every day, especially on the weekends. Why?
Yeah. And before we get out of here, because we black women, like, shouts out to that 90s.
Oh, the natural beauty. We got to shout out natural beauties, right? Nia Long.
Sanaa Lathan.
Halle Berry.
Yes.
Zara.
We've already said, like, the Brandys, the Aaliyahs,
But just the natural beauties that we had growing up, and that like represented us so well, because again, all we needed was a little bit of foundation, because the foundation sucked back then.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney Houston.
Rest in peace, but she did it for me in that era.
Yeah, she was bomb. Yeah.
She's like was the Beyonce, Beyonce.
She was of her time. Whitney was the Beyonce of her time. Absolutely. Yeah.
And might have been a little bit more. I mean, Beyonce is coming into her iconic era, but Whitney was just like, the voice. So
yeah. So just natural beauties, and I think, like you said, we would be remiss to not shout them out.
Yeah. We missed some, but y'all out there, we appreciate you.
Yeah. So I just want to end it on this. Okay, we know black. We're speaking to black women. Everyone, but we're black women.
Yeah, we're black women, so that's who we identify.
They say black don't crack, right? I know we all love a good beat, but we have teenagers, like 13-year-olds, that know how to beat their face. Yeah. You know what? Like
contoured
down. I mean, know all the tricks, baby. You can teach me something, because I'm not doing all that.
And I don't know how to do all that.
Don't know how. But like, we grew up with some lip liner, some lip gloss.
Maybe some eyeshadow, because
some eyeshadow,
and it was tragic.
Eyeshadow was tragic, okay, but that's
but we had to
do. But I mean, like, let's just like lighten it up just a little bit, because like we're so beautiful, like our skin is just so like bring it back a little bit, y'all. Yeah. So I love it.
On that note, thank you guys. We appreciate you. Please like, comment,
subscribe. Yep.
Share.
Yep. We're on YouTube. Motha Knows Co. on YouTube, Instagram, it's Motha_knows, and then TikTok too, it's Motha Knows. So just follow us, share, and until next time.
Thank y'all. Bye.